welcome to Nocturnal Fermentation. My name is Paul. My family and pets are in bed, and tonight we're going to stay up and we're going to make a Pyment. Now, Pyment is a mead with grape juice. So instead of using sugar, we're using honey. Now I got it warming in this bowl here. I'm cooking it. I'm trying to kill any nutrients or flavor. Just getting it nice and loosened up to get it into the fermenter with my grape juice. Now right now I'm actually making this year's batch of beautyberry wine. It's cooling right now on the stove before I can add any more sugar and yeast and pitch it into my primary fermentation. So I got time, so I thought I'd make a Pyment. Now I've got a fermenter here that's just slightly above a gallon. It's about 1.25 gallons. Sun tea jar that I retrofitted with airlock. Already full of my vodka. I'm going to be using a grape juice, 100% grape juice, no preservatives. So it's got ascorbic acid, that's fine, it's for the vitamin C, but no sulfites, sulfates, anything like that that would prevent it from fermenting. I'm also going to be using a Red Star Premier Rouge yeast. They say is ideal for a red wine like this. I'm also using 2 pounds of honey. Local Texan honey here. I love our local Texan honey. Our wildflower honey is probably my favorite. I might be a little biased, but the ones that my bees make, I think I like a little bit better. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add my juice to my fermenter. Now, what some people do is they'll empty out about 2-3 cups of their juice from here, add their honey in, add their yeast, and ferment right inside the bottle. And that's fine, you can do that. It is a sterile environment in there, so no harm of your yeast becoming contaminated or anything like that. But I want to use as much juice as I can to produce as much wine as possible. This is a big one, it's a family size, 96 ounces, so, about 30 ounces less than a gallon. I know you'll correct me in the comments below, and that's okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and pour, but I want to do my honey in there first. You know what? I think I'm going to start by pouring my honey in there. Set that aside. Fermenter. And yes, I have to do the obligatory, everything has been cleaned and sanitized. Using the sanitizer of my choice, which is lemon scented bleach. Just kidding, it's star sand. Alright, so I'm going to start pouring that in there. This is my favorite part. I love honey. It is so delicious. And you see why I warmed it up? Look how easily that's going into the fermenter. I love it. And this fermenter is just a simple sun tea jar that I added an airlock to. And what I love about vessels like this for making wine or mead, it's glass, it's very durable, wide mouth, it's easy to clean. You can get them pretty cheap. Chances are you already have one in your kitchen cabinet. One probably mysteriously appeared in your first kitchen. And you're like, wait a second, isn't that my mom's sun tea jar? How did that end up here? So I'm sure you have one laying around somewhere. I'm actually going to pour some of the grape juice in this. Shake it up so I can get as much honey goodness as I can out of that bottle. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and open that up. And I'm going to start pouring juice in there. Let me not pour all of it in yet, because I want to close up this bottle. This fermenter. I'll give it a good shake. Now, the great thing about a recipe like this is you can use just about any juice you want, so long as it's one that doesn't contain any of those preservatives that I mentioned, the sulfites, the sulfates. will damage your yeast. Maybe got a little grape juice on my table. I'm gonna go ahead and pour some of that in there. Oh, that smells really good, that combination of honey and grape juice. And yeah, you can use real grapes if you want to. You can use a concentrate. But honestly, I wanted to keep it real simple. I've read other recipes similar to this. And I've heard of people having very good success. So I'm going to pour the rest of my juice in there. And I noticed when I shook this up the first time, I had a little bit of juice coming out. I had a little bit on my table. So this didn't have a really great seal. So I got whisked. It is sanitized. I'm going to put it in there and stir that around, make sure our honey's getting dissolved properly. So I'm not sure if you can see that, but it is coming in at a 1.130. If I had to do this all over again, I probably would have done a specific gravity reading on the juice first before putting in any honey, and then maybe gradually add honey and check my specific gravity reading. Because right now, this is going to be about a 16.9% ABV if this yeast successfully chomps down all of the sugars in here. So it's going to be a pretty busy drink. I could top it off with some water and dilute it a little bit, but you know what? This is an experiment. I kind of want to see where it's going to go from here. So I'm going to run with that 1.130, and I mean, even with the temperature correction on it, adds an additional 0.001 on there. So it would be a 1.1301. So it's going to be quite busy. Okay, and I'm back, and I'm going to add in the yeast. And I'm going to stir it up with my trusty chopstick that I got from the Hong Kong Hilton as a little kid. And just get a little stir. It might be necessary with it, but that's what I do. And I got a teaspoon of yeast nutrient. May not be necessary. There might be enough nutrients in there from the grape juice that they used to do their thing, but again, it's an experiment. That's what I love about this hobby. Got my lid with my airlock. Alright, that's it. That's my grape juice Pyment, 1 gallon batch. I'm going to open this up every day for the next few days. Give it a good stir, make sure that yeast has all the oxygen that it needs to get to do its job, and then transfer it over into a secondary once fermentation has kind of come to a slow. Let it sit in that secondary for a little bit, maybe about a month or so before I bottle it and start enjoying it. Now, if you've made a grape juice Pyment before, if you have any tips, tricks, lessons that you've learned along the way, please share them with me in the comments, so that way we can continue to learn together. Thank you again for watching. Now I gotta get back to my beautyberry wine that I'm making in the next room.